Hi again. I've come out here to Krankesjön to do some filming. It's a weekday. It's beautiful here and I'm all alone. Lovely weather and you just can't beat it. It's let's see. It says, yeah, Silvåkra, Silvåkra Fågelsjön. I'll turn that around anyway. Yeah, there it all is, all the information, lots of nice stuff out here. And today, it's a working day, so the army's at work. It's quite ironic that in the middle of this, or that this nature preserve is surrounded by a military training area, but often that's the case with military training areas actually doing a good job at preserving wilderness, strangely enough. But okay, this place is on Skåneleden, and for those of you that are familiar with Skåneleden, you can see the orange marks there. Very well marked. Skåneleden is wonderful. Everybody should get out there. There's about 1,500 kilometers of Skåneled, and it just goes through so much variety, a tremendous landscape and cultural diversity and history. It's just a wonderful hiking system throughout southern Sweden. You know, it's the Skåne Trail, a beautiful network. And now and then, you know, depending on the place, you've got these nature preserves with their interpretive information signs, and this is very popular with bird watchers. You can see over there. Let's go up into this bird watching tower. It's a fantastic structure, and they've made it so that you can come here in every kind of weather. And on the weekend there's usually quite a few people here, also very early. I spent the night out here last week, and as you get higher and higher, of course, it just gets better and better. There's signs, of course, saying that you come up here at your own risk, which is understandable. And the cool thing is they have these little protected sheds, so you can be hidden from the birds and also protected. And I guess if you're really keen, you could spend the night in here too if you have good equipment and you want to get up at the crack of dawn and film your avian friends, all of your fine and not so fine feathered friends. So up and up and up, here we go. Look at that, it's just getting better and better. And it's a beautiful facility, this, not just for bird watchers, for anybody to enjoy the view and take it all in. You know, just give you a bit of a show around here. Let's see if we can zoom in over there. There we go. Well, that's the way it sounds. Quite amazing, eh? Well, I'm glad it's all just practice and that we're not involved and that it's not for real. But I suppose that's what defense is all about, is to be ready. So, lots of readiness going on in the world today for who knows what. But this is a beautiful location anyway, and let's focus on that. Often there's a conflict between the rifle fire and the sound of the cacophony of all the birds. But you can see why it would be popular with waterfowl, because it's just surrounded by these wetlands and reeds and everything. And if we look over here, we can see the small access trail, which we were on just a minute ago, leading up to the tower. And over on the right over there, behind those trees, is a little parking lot. And a little bit further are wind shelters. And there's the shore. And if you look way out there, you can see another little installation tucked in there somewhere. There they are. Little huts so you can be right at water's edge and further out and see a whole other range of birds. Oh, there goes a big army truck blasting by on a gravel road out there. Something I love about trails is the feeling that people have been here before, and there needn't be so many here and now, but they've been here before, and it kind of says you can go here. This is a way that people know about, and I just love to see things like picnic tables. They're just waiting in readiness for a group of people or you on your own to just settle in and enjoy your lunch or take it easy. The municipality does a good job of maintaining all this. There's a guy just hosing down the toilets and cleaning them up. You know, it's nice and quiet here in the middle of the week, and although he's making noise, you have to appreciate the work that Lund's commune, the municipality, is doing to make this a great place for families and anybody to come. And I'll show you the wind shelters over here where you can spend the night, and many people do. This is the way a lot of the Skåneleden is. It follows whatever's available to get you across the countryside, whether it's logging trails or farmers' trails or small roads leading to cottages in the woods. And let's say you're coming along here in the evening and it's just time to settle down for the day, and you've got these great information signs showing the distance to various places. And you come in here and you've been able to check on your map, and you can see that there's these great wind shelters here. The one straight ahead there is primarily a dining shelter. Hey son. Hey. Herr Harvey, hoi. We have a little bit of company here. That's the guy who maintains the place. And you see, this might look familiar to some of you who've been watching the development of my filming the last few weeks. That's a nice sleeping cabin, and another one over there, and they have some firewood as well, and even safe drinking water there in the well. It's terrific. You don't see a lot of these days, but they're around and just so nice. It's just like it was very much in the old days. And if the groundwater is good, you know, the underwater groundwater, the local water level, you eventually get some really nice water. Whoops, a little bit of rust from the pipes there, but it gets clean after a bit. And I suppose it's a bit sump-like because of the marshes out there, but if it wasn't safe to drink, they'd tell you, and you can rely on that usually. Now let's go check out a really nice surprise over here. Look at all these great places just to sit and have a little barbecue and go wandering around, and then look at this here, this beautiful boardwalk, and you can just proceed out there. I'll show you a bit of a close-up there. It's just lovely. I've been out here in all kinds of weather now, and in the dark and in the full moon and in the rain and sunshine. It's just so great. And you know, as you come out, you get quite a nice surprise. I'll show you here. We're approaching now quickly. This is filmed at the speed of walking, you know, so you have to hang with me. here we go. Rest places. You know, it's meant to be a place that you take in, where you reflect and enjoy. And you know, seeing those roofs over there is for me just like an ancient feeling, you know. People living in reedlands, shelters, just with a roof, simple primitive roof over your head to shelter under and live in many cases, and still is so in parts of the world. But there's something sort of proto-Nordic about all this, and it's really fantastic. Here comes the sun now, for once just welcoming me out here. Look at that, eh? It's just such beautiful, strikingly dramatic scene. Lovely out here. And look at that here. Isn't that wonderful? Just look through there, eh? Who needs TV? Although of course you're watching a screen now, but well, they help us to preserve these beautiful experiences and maybe encourage others to get out there and see it with your own eyes. But believe me, however much you're enjoying my film, there's nothing better than getting out there on your own and experiencing it yourself, and then you can make your own film and show it to others, like I'm doing too, and just see how much pleasure you and others can get from that. Oh, it's all very informative. In this case, they're all in Swedish. Very often these things are in English too. Sweden's really great about that. And let's just go check out this little place here. Dramatic clouds today. Beautiful reeds and marshes, and I think it's just fantastic that you can walk right out here like this, because I mean there's water all around here. You wouldn't want to walk through this, of course. It'd just be a nightmare. So they're really doing us a big favor by doing it like this, you know. And here we are, we've arrived. And just to inform you, the smell here is of pine tar, you know, pitch, the stuff that that we used to put on the bottoms of our skis, and well, still do if you have wooden skis, and as a binder and even as a kind of wax in different conditions. There's my shadow. Hey shadow, how you doing, folks? I'm having a great time here. And you know, little observation portals, and well, depending on your ambition and your desire, you can spend the night out here too. It's a great little shelter. It's as good as a tent, but without the benefit of bug netting if it's the bug time of year, but it sure isn't now here in very late fall. And look at that, you know, there's always wonderful wildlife and waterfowl to absorb us and put us in awe. You can just see why it's so great. Whoops, I'm a bit shaky here today, but I'm really not used to this new camera yet. It seems to almost be able to, oh, there's another little friend, to zoom in almost endlessly. A terrific resolution there, in spite of my shaking hands. But yeah, I'll just pan back over here so you can get another glimpse of a little islet over there. And then we'll move on. Just check out the other side here. Look at that, eh? Isn't that wonderful? You can just sit here for hours. You know, you've got your thermos here and your camera and tripod, or maybe just your notes or a sketch pad. Just be here for hours and take it all in. Very informative signs up there. There you go. So this is a little overview. I'm going to be signing off now for today. Don't want to keep you here too long, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to keep putting up little clips like this just to give you something to feel inspired by in those long, dark, cold winter nights, and even get out there anyway during the daytimes with the few hours of light that we still have nonetheless, and you can still enjoy lots of beautiful scenery and lots of things happening out here. It's just to get out there and do it. So again, thanks for watching. See you again another day. This is Richard Langley saying goodbye from Krankesjön in Skåne, southern Sweden.